Hey guys, so today we are doing something a little bit different. My TV suddenly developed these white spots, which is nothing but the LED reflectors falling off their place. So these are basically backlit LED TVs. In these TVs, there's an array of LEDs which illuminate the panel which displays the image. So when these reflectors fall off from their back, you can find these white spots appearing on the TV. In fact, if you look very closely here, you can see where the reflectors have fallen behind. So I'm going to try and repair this myself. I actually called up LG and they were charging me something around 4 to 5,000 rupees to fix this. Instead, I decided to just try it out myself and see what I come up with. So let's get started. So first things first, let's check out what are the things you're going to need in order to get this to work. First of all, you obviously need your set of screwdrivers. I am using a pair of gloves because I'll be handling the panel with my bare hands. If it's bigger than 32 inches, I recommend you use suction cups. But since it's just a 32-inch panel, I'll do it by hand only. You have a microfiber cloth and one more screwdriver set and adhesive to set the panel LED lights. Not the LED lights actually, the reflectors back in their place. So let's get started. First, you need to disconnect everything that is connected to your TV, including the power cables and speakers and whatever is there, and then put the TV out and put it somewhere safe, somewhere you can work on, and I'll just do that and then we'll take it from there. So guys, I'm back and I have put the TV in a proper place. When you keep the panel on the table or on your bed, just be sure that nothing is underneath it because the panel is very delicate and it can crack. So first take out these mounting brackets. Keep all your screws together and make sure you don't lose any of them because that would be a complete disaster. The reason I'm wearing these gloves is because it's much more convenient to grab things and pull little screws out, which becomes difficult with your bare hands. Now we can take apart the screws which hold the back casing together. While I'm doing this, I would just like to tell you that this is a completely do-it-yourself project. If you're not confident about this, I recommend you spend the extra bucks and call the professional people. For me, I just like doing these kinds of stuff, so it doesn't matter. You do have a chance of completely breaking your TV if you do any of the steps wrong, so keep that in mind before attempting this. So this is the inside of the TV. This is the entire back panel. Just going to keep it to the side while I finish with everything else. So you need to disconnect all of these things. In fact, you don't actually need to touch either of the power board or the motherboard. All you need to do is remove this sensor housing in these speakers and the panel should come off after that. You need these tapes, so keep them somewhere like here. Very gently super. Very should remove the speaker. There is the speaker connector cable and remove the speakers. Go to the side. Obviously we'll be requiring them later. Next comes the ribbon cable for the display. Remove it like so. Next, you have to remove all these little screws which hold the bottom part together. For that, I'll use a much smaller screw head. These little screws also need to be kept very carefully to the sides, and you'll have a lot of them. You'll see once I remove the entire panel out. So there are a total of 3 screws which hold the lower display adapter, probably, I don't know, together. So there are these little screws which go all around the display, and it actually holds the entire display in place. Make sure you take out all of these screws. I think it's better if I remove this because then I have lesser components to damage. This cable can stay in its place. The lower part of the protector comes off just like that. Keep it to the side. You go ahead and remove all the little screws which hold the rest of the display together. I also recommend that you do it in a relatively dust-free environment so that you don't contaminate the panel in any way, which is why again the rubber gloves, so that you don't leave any oily residue or fingerprints inside the panel when you handle it. I think all the screws are off. Let me just double check. Yes, all the screws are off. Now comes a little bit of a tricky part where you need to flip it and just grab it gently, hold it and flip. Now the plastic housing of the panel should come off rather easily. Now this is the panel itself. There might be some tapes as well holding it in place, so be very careful when lifting up the panel. Just take the sensor, get it together, and be very careful with this. You do not want to damage this. So this is the actual panel, the LCD panel which actually displays the images, and you need to keep it somewhere very safe and very gently. Just want to take it and keep it here. And since this is a 32-inch panel, I can use my hands to lift it, but if it is anything bigger, use suction cups, because the panel themselves have very little structural integrity to sustain their own weights. So these are the reflective sheets which should come off again relatively easily. This is also another little bit tricky part where you actually need to detach this entire metal housing Be very careful not to break any of them. I just broke one. Detaching this might be tricky. These latches, you need to pull them over the latch and they will disengage. So once that's done, let's do this side also. So this is off. So these are the reflective sheets which actually disperse the light from these LED panels, and you get a uniform white backlight. Now as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reflectors missing. These are the reflectors which need to be obviously put back. Just take it, put a little bit of glue on the holding points. Just make sure you don't put too much in the middle of it where the lights actually get reflected. Just check all the other reflectors also. Like I found one more to be a little loose. It's better if you fix all of the loose ones. To avoid having to open it up time and again. Now we have to put it all back the way it was. This goes in first. Let's put it in layer by layer. First, this translucent layer goes in, so it should fit very snugly. Yeah, it's in. Now 3 layers should be going in together. Just let's give it a quick wipe with a microfiber cloth. I think I should wear my gloves again. Make sure everything is clean. And now it's time to put the frame back where it belongs. Should be relatively easy. It's much more difficult to put these things together than it is to take them apart. Back to the most difficult part, that is putting the panel back where it belongs. Okay, which way will it go? This way. So take it very gently, just lower it. Everything should be perfect. Looks good. And just rub down the edges. Just so, clean it a little bit. So you take the panel cover and should get it with a little bit of hydrogen, and obviously need to coax it in. Remember not to force anything inside, as these do contain very delicate cables, and you do not want to damage. So I think all of it is mostly in. I almost forgot, you do have to put these back in. And the speakers are supposed to be connected like, yeah, this is the left hand and this is the right hand. You need to connect the display cable first. And the display cable is in, thankfully. You can start putting everything back together now. So, the moment of truth, let's see. And it's fixed. As you can see, no more white spots. Let's fire up my Fire TV stick, and yeah, as you can see, there's absolutely no white spots and it's perfect. So guys, if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.